Wrestler, what is up? Yeah, 43 subs. Channel's starting to pick up a little bit of steam here. Simon, welcome. Morning, everyone. Actually, just a little bit afternoon here, depending upon where you're at. If you're on the West Coast, you're still in the morning. If you're East Coast or Central, you're in the afternoon now. Coming through to say hi. Yeah, I always like when people stop in. It's always cool to have people stay, hang out, and chat a bit. But stopping by, hitting the no spam, no spam. Yeah. So yeah, that giveaway on Clay's channel. Oh my God, that was crazy. And when you got the wrench, 1 p.m. here. Hey Toad, thank you for dropping by. Sitting there watching. For anyone who's been a moderator on a channel, you see all the messages that have to be approved, and they think that during the drawing, when everyone's spamming, they think we actually have time to go through and approve every one of those. They're just hurting their chances to win, which means better chances for us to win. So yeah, looking like AMC, just a continuation of this ugliness. We did catch a little bit of support in aftermarket yesterday, but just brutality, getting pushed down. Wrestler had to break up with Marine Corps Brad. Oh, what happened with Marine Corps Brad? So is anyone still playing Prague? Because I don't know if some people just haven't been wanting to look at it. I know it seems like all the meme stocks they're pushing even further down. Hey, Pugnacious. Yeah, thanks for stopping by into the chat. Yeah, in order to sabotage Matt Kors, I would actually have to know where he is and what his internet provider was, and it'd be kind of hard to travel across the country and sabotage all the other YouTubers, but it'd be cool to find out all of his computer information, get in there and start shuffling his subs over to my channel. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, so yesterday we had a short lunchtime stream. I think I ran for 15, 16 minutes. It was not a good day in the market, and there's we can come in and talk about everything, but there just really wasn't any news to report on it. But yeah, seeing Prague just getting pushed down yet again. We did have that run up yesterday, and I was waiting for a run up like that because I had stated before that yesterday I did not want to hold my Prague past the close of the market yesterday on those option positions I had, and we ended up getting that nice little run up. Let's go. We should be able to see it. Where are we at here? Yeah, we had this nice little run up right after the market opened, and I was sitting on those call positions and looked at it, and I already accepted the fact that was going to be a loss, so I ended up setting my order to close out if it hit $20 per contract, and it actually ran up tag 22, but because of certain brokerages, you can only do increments of 5 on some stocks, and that was one of those instances where I had to pick between 15 or 5, and of course, wanting to get an extra $5 per contract, and we got lucky, it top ticked, and ever since then, it just ran away and ran down, and it looks like it's getting pushed further, which if you believe, if you're looking at the long play on Prague, that actually works out really well, because as long as you're not in option positions throughout this push down, unless you're playing puts. If you're playing puts, then if you got in top ticked and had those puts and had them a couple weeks out, yeah, you're sitting pretty right now. I tend not to like single leg contracts just because when you're buying calls and buying puts, theta works against you. Toad asking, outside of work, stocks, and guitar, what do I like to do? Well, in the warmer months, I do have a motorcycle. I haven't gotten out to ride as much as I would like to, but yeah, I like getting out on the bike. My fiance and I, we like going out hiking, getting out into nature, doing outdoorsy stuff. Northern Minnesota is some absolutely beautiful country up here. Just would certainly love to do more outdoor adventure stuff. That's kind of why, in the long term, want to get this channel up and running and try and get a subscriber base up. Because someday, I'd like to kind of be my own boss. The Minnesota winters are brutal for being outside. A lot of people selling to avoid taxes. Yeah, wrestlers. Some of the selling going on. Yes, it is all about wind therapy. Is exactly that, and I'm a purist. I do not have a windshield on my bike. If actually you jump on my Twitter and check it out there, I do have pictures of my bike on my Twitter page. But yeah, in addition to people selling off right now, they may be looking towards the end of the year, and if they're not falling under the wash rule, selling towards the end of the year and trying to get yourself kind of tax neutral on your gains, especially if it's a position you don't intend on holding. If it's a position you don't really, you're in it, you're trying to make some money, and you realize your loss, and if you're going to minimize your loss, that certainly will help you come tax season. As long as it doesn't fall under the wash rule, you can use that loss as a write-off against your gains. But yeah, I'm sitting back looking at I'm almost wondering if for the rest of the year, just with how downturned the market is, if options might kind of be over for the year. With this push down, we're moving away from the channels, especially on AMC. AMC is just so painful to look at. I mean, I did have that level of support drawn out around the 35.50 range, and we blew right through that. Picked up a decent channel, but even if you look at this bottom tick and tag in, let me go ahead and I'll drop a horizontal in there just to bracket it off. So even if you go off that, we've still already broken through it again. And if we catch a little bit of support and push us back up, no one wants to see it, but this may play out. If this plays out, over the next couple of weeks, this could actually be our new channel for a while. And it goes down. People will get spooked out of the stock. The paper-handed people might run off. But the thing we got to look at is, have the shorts closed or covered their positions? No, they haven't. Okay, well then the squeeze is still on. So yeah, Simon, looking California, feeling Minnesota. Yeah, the one bad thing, not really bad thing, if you like hockey, if you like cross country ski, any kind of skiing, but snowmobiling, Minnesota's a wonderful place in the winter. I work outdoors, so for me, I rather like the summer months where I can go out hiking trails. I have gone fishing before. I haven't been fishing in years, but doing all the outdoorsy stuff. And one of these years, I might pick up a bicycle or something. But I think I would enjoy it a lot more if I end up someday becoming my own boss and not having to punch in on the clock. AMC doesn't like the 30s or 40s. Well, really, Toad, if you go back and look, I had actually drawn. I'm getting all kinds of updates from my brokerage. When the market's doing funny things, it just wants to always be buzzing. So I had actually drawn out, and you can see it here on the 30-minute. I was actually looking at this 35.50 to hold up because, as I'd stated during other live streams, other than this run where we dipped down for a couple days and this short little punch through and bounce, if you go back, this 35.50 really held up for quite a while going back. You have to go all the way back to, we were flirting with it a bit in August. Why is it not moving? Okay, there we go. Trying to get to move back over. AMC will dip massive before the cover. Everyone swings their hardest on the last strike. Yeah, and wrestler, that's also with a pushdown like this. I'm wondering if options might be drying up a bit for the rest of the year, unless you get really creative and you're timing your puts, or you really read the market good and have a call position that runs back up and you time it perfectly. I'm going to be looking a little bit towards saving money up and having capital on standby. Because if I do see a really hard downward push, like if we're threatening the 25 to 28 range, I would be looking to load up on shares. Of course, not financial advice, but in that range, I would be looking to load up on shares so bad, because the chance of a huge run up is, we enter that butter zone there, and if they start, when the hedge funds and all the people shorting the stock see us running down, if they see us hit the 25-28 range, a lot of them may be looking at that as their way to get out as cheaply as possible, because they know when we hit the 30 mark and the 25 mark, of course those divisible fives, those are psychological levels. So we may see, when we go down, if we go down and touch 30, we might see a whole lot of buying pressure stepping in. Some people might be waiting for that dip to come through. But yeah, it looks like most of the old channels, at this time, we've moved quite far away from them. We're continuing on a downward trend right now. And we've already passed by, from the other day, I was talking this intersection point. If we were having an upward trend, I was looking for us to, almost to meet up in a perfect mathematical world, but it looks like all those are out of contention now, and I do see us needing quite a bit of pressure to come back in to make a run back up to this the downward side of this wedge. Yeah, well, hopefully Simon will all be our own bosses soon. It hasn't moved outside that range for the last few months. Yeah, and Toad, that was part of the reason why I looked at the levels I looked at, because we were fairly stable above that level. And yeah, I have my options positions, and they just you use the data you have to make the best plays you can, and whatever happened with Powell getting out and talking, and just ever since his downward trend, it seems like buying pressure just really has gone away. Granted, we had a nice candle right there, but it was after plateau, and was that an early push? Yeah, that was the push going into the next day. So that was the volatility you catch in that first 15 to 30 minutes of the market, because then you come to the next day, or would that be 2 days? Hey, I'm trying to count my days here. So that would have been Friday, the short day, then we open on Monday. Yep, because that's the half day, the short block. Long block got pushed down, and ever since market open on Monday, we did trade sideways a bit, but just not getting any kind of support coming in. Yeah, Toad, not sure on. We haven't actually gone through plans or set a date yet, but I was joking with Clay on his channel that need to go out and get him ordained and have him perform the ceremony and do his classic intro. We're here today to join this couple, and if this sounds something like you're interested, let's get started. I thought that would be. I thought that'd be, certainly good, and I certainly would like the hedge funds to pay for it all. So yeah, let's go ahead and just have a look here at the options. We're gonna. Okay, I still have it shrunk down. Yeah, it sounds good. Hey, I got a question for y'all. Uh, I'm looking at it, and is the watermark, the logo, is that covering like most of the video down in the corner? Because on Streamlabs I don't see it, but when I flip back over to oh, it is covering. Okay, well let me I move it over. Or where can I put this? Should I just find someplace out of the way? All right, there we go. Yes. Good wrestler, good. Okay, I think we should be better with it up there, and that way certainly it's not covering any of the data. Granted, it covers up the headers. So yeah, let's go ahead. We'll check out the single puts here, just in case anyone's looking on some downside. I don't advocate doing puts, especially against AMC. But as you can see, again, look at that key psychological level. We've got what, 4,600 above with that 12.7 there, and then going below, we fall off by almost 10,000. So on the put side of the house, and as you can see, this here tells me that people were buying in as the price was going down. I'm sure if you got on Market Beat and looked, you'd see over the past couple of days that these numbers have ramped up as the price has gone lower. But you keep going lower, lower, lower. You hit that 30, and all of a sudden it's like you're hitting a wall. And let's see what is on the call side of the house. Now, granted, these are, 2 days left on all of these, so there's not much time on those. So of course, yeah, the calls they're all ramped down, but with a downward push like this, if you are looking at single leg contracts, in 16 days we have the December monthly. So let's look at the calls for here. Hang on, phone ringing. I know the extended warranty on my car is important, but we're in the middle of a live stream here. So yeah, looking at it, these are the monthlies for December. These are 16 days out. If we go over to our theta, these would be losing $7 a day. And if I was going to be playing calls, what I would do is, I'd be watching for that double or triple bottom. I would be looking for, yeah, Simon. I would be looking for some buying pressure to step in, get us some support, because it still is possible we could make a run back up to 40 before the December monthlies. The problem is, if it keeps going down, your delta is just going to be, your delta is going to be hitting you, your theta is going to be hitting you. So until you get support, they'll just continue to burn away. And right now, if you look, the last contracts were off the ask price. So if we, when we do find the bottom, and if it tests and you start seeing, if you start seeing your higher lows and you see some real buying pressure stepping in, just like we went over that buy point. What was it? Wednesday of last week. Had that that beautiful little test, came up. It hit the bottom, came up. We ended up with a higher high, and then we had the higher low, and on the upward trend of that was when I got it. If you can see the same type of pattern going on, and time some calls on the monthly, if you didn't plan on holding them that long, on a decent hard run up, that would be a perfect way to pull a day trade or a swing trade. So of course, looking at the technicals, that's one thing I would be on the lookout for. Those are the patterns that everyone is looking for, and just know when to get in, know how much profit you're looking, know what you would take as far as profit. Don't get overly greedy, and also know where your stop loss is in case your calls get in trouble. Know where you want to get out at. That is always the one thing I will always stress, and that definitely would fall under the realm of financial advice. Is if you enter into contracts, have a plan. Know what you're willing to take for profit. Know where your stop loss is. A trading plan will save you, even if you lose money. If you have a trading plan and you follow it, maybe flip of a coin, but a lot of times you'll see that your trading plan, having those stop losses in place, can really save you a lot of money. You will lose on a stop loss every once in a while. I've lost on them, but you building that protection in, that protection is going to preserve your capital, and that's a huge part of it. Is don't hit so hard that you lose all your money. And if you get hit, shake it off. Look at what went wrong. Review the analysis. See if maybe there was a fault in the way you perceived your own data. If there's a fault, figure out what you can do to correct it next time. If there was no fault, it's just one of those things that happens in the market. Sometimes the market will turn on you. It'll run away, and you'll be left losing money. And that's why knowing you're out is one of the financial advice things you can give to people, is have an out. So we can bounce over with all this excitement going on. So we're still on the monthlies for December. We're going to go ahead and pop over. I want to have a look at the vertical. Y'all know me, I love my bull put spreads. After AMC, I gotta leave Mercado. Gotta leave the Mercado. Not sure what that means, wrestler. Yeah, so of course I've got those bull put spreads that are expiring this Friday. They're not in good shape. I'm actually looking to see if I'm waiting to see if there's any kind of support that's going to step in, maybe into tomorrow. Because if those look like they're going to still be in the exercise range, I would entertain the possibility of rolling those out further. Looking for another date. I was looking at rolling the strike prices down for today, but that, an instance like that, if you get lucky and you're catching a bounce, that's a good play. But a lot of times you're just throwing more money into the hole. So rather than rolling them further down on the same day, I would look towards rolling them further out, and maybe go 2 weeks out and 1 or 2 strikes down, and give the play a chance to reverse. But before you roll anything out, you've got to look and see if you've got any kind of support coming, because when the support steps in, it starts pushing the price back up. Of course, you're moving further away from those contracts. And of course, when I got them, they were a good play. The market was trending to where it would have stayed nicely away. I think I had like a $4 buffer built in, and everything that went on since last week with the holiday break, and they managed to get some downward momentum. So just waiting for a trend reversal. So who all do we have in chat right now? I'll be right back. I gotta close a door down. And I am back. Okay, looks like Pugnacious is still here. Simon is still here. Do we still have Wrestler in the house? Jumping over, would you just look at the S&P 500? That is a continuation of ugly right there. So it did gap up. You're still here? Isn't it ironic or ironic? Is it ironic or ironic? Oh, Wrestler's leaving the market when it's done. Yeah, I would like, when AMC's over, to start looking for the next short squeeze target, because we've already proven that their manipulation, it can be identified when they short a stock. So I wouldn't go all in on it, but I would certainly set up my retirement portfolio. But I would look to invest a portion of my AMC gains into whatever the next short squeeze is. Ironic, yeah. So I always wonder, we had that huge gap up, and I almost wonder, we're on the 5-minute here, it looks like after nice upward run, it looks like it's might be getting pushed down to fill this gap back in. Yeah, after the short squeeze, I think I would still stay in the market, keep investing. I'm not exactly a spring chicken anymore, and it'd be nice to have a job where I'm not physically beating myself up every day and going through those long winters outside. I think doing stock market would be a pretty good way to have a job indoors and be my own job. Aye? Oh, all these jokes. Jamaican me crazy. Wrestler, you got called sir? Oh, Wrestler Spring Chicken. Yeah. I sold everything in my stock market portfolio, and now I am recreating the way I trade. I kept my crypto wallet solid, though. Yeah, Yeah, pugnacious. When I initially started, I really didn't have any structure to my portfolio, and I looked through and I started doing a core satellite build, and I was going off of the 11 sectors of the market, and I was trying to fill it, get something from every sector, and I actually ended up with my portfolio being really, really overinflated. I had five ETFs, three ETNs, and think like 35, 40 different stocks. And lately, I managed to trim it down, reevaluated, got rid of some dead weight from my portfolio, and looking at it now, I think I'm right about 30 to 32 long-term positions, and it looks to be fairly well balanced right now. So as long as people keep, as long as stocks keep performing the way they are, I'll keep those intact. Right now, AT&T is just getting beat on unmercifully. Ever since that push down, I've mentioned that before. They just was that today or yesterday? They hit their, I think that was their 52-week low at that 22.48. And they actually ended up cutting their dividend. From a report I saw, their dividend was higher and they cut it. So I may be looking for a new stock in the technology sector, communications. And one that I'm kind of looking at right now might be actually end up being Cisco, because they make modems and routers. And with us entering the new Victorian period, it might be good to invest in a company that sells home networking equipment. What calls XPD this weekend on AMC? You want to look at the options chain on AMC calls for this week? Yeah, as you can see, as of right now, I would not be looking for any kind of I would not be looking for profits on calls this week to help us out next week. I actually do not have Ortex. I don't. I go to other people's sites to, or check Twitter and everything if I want Ortex data. I don't have an Ortex account of my own. We can certainly look at fun though. Oh, how did I get there? Uh, let's do fun real quick. I clicked on the wrong search screen. We'll do fun real quick, and then we'll jump over and we'll have a look at, yeah, fun's got the ugly downward push going on also. Yeah, ever since that run, they did have a huge gap up. This, didn't we just see this in another stock also? This looks fairly similar to when Prague had that run up. And ever since, without Ortex data to confirm, but that looks like, there might have been some short positions that closed. And after that, just steady downward pressure, that a gap down in pre-market and then a run up. Other than that, they really haven't been able to catch much support, and they're currently on a downward push. Okay, Robinhood. Is that just RH? Oh no, it's H. That's Hood. I was thinking it was RH. I always see people type that in the chat. And let's go on the 30-minute. Yeah, Robinhood. Oh. Yeah, so many people were excited at the IPO on Hood, and there is didn't Hood open at 40 from their IPO? Wasn't that the original? Yeah, everyone got in, got hyped up, shot to 85, and ever since 85, just been a continuous sell off. I think the people who made money on Hood were the ones who looked for that first fast run up and got out of it. After that, they haven't had much of anything. This is so they were in oversold or overbought territory there, and that was first week in November. And you go back, yeah, they're barely touching over 70 anywhere on the RSI as far as being overbought. They have decent runs come in, like this right here. That was a nice little upward channel. That would have been good for a swing trade if you got in. Let's see. Where are we still at the 21st? Yeah, I'm not seeing much of anything in Robinhood that says anything good at all. Do I in my non-financial advice way, they really need some kind of buying pressure to step in, and it just looks like there's no interest at all. They had their IPO, they had their run up, and people took profit. And I think I think it just might be that everyone is seeing that they saw the spike and they've seen almost nothing good the whole rest of the time. AMC headed to 31. Yeah, AMC was one of the updates that I had gotten on here. Yeah, it's just I think that huge, the spike and the huge rundown initially on Hood, and some people talk about the fundamentals of the company and everything they've done wrong, and that of course could be keeping a lot of people from investing. If you're investing in the company, I mean, they've had their legal problems. And more so than their legal problems, they've had their image problems. Turning off the buy button, that certainly hurt their image. They were one of the key culprits of it. Yeah, maybe if they announce Sheeb, I don't know why they haven't. I know there's been news that they're opening their own actual crypto wallet, which I think that'd be a good thing for the business model, because rather than just having a fancy IOU, which essentially anyone who's not a wallet, whether it be Webull, Robinhood, or any of the others, basically it's a fancy IOU for the price of whatever crypto you're buying. So having an actual wallet, having that security that you can take with you, and you actually own the coin, I think that would help them quite a bit. But their PR has to do so much damage control, and a lot of people aren't going to trust them for a while. But I think announcing SHIB might go a ways for them. Yeah, AMC just getting beat down and beat down and beat down. What do we got? Oh, we're still on the 4 hour here. Even God, even that 4 hour looks just so ugly. I do like my 30-minute though. Yeah, and it's I'm like I said, I'm looking for a place to enter just for the purchasing of shares. We got to figure, so AMC is my favorite options play. I've got other, other companies I like for options, but AMC is my favorite. And this downward trend, it's certainly going to limit until it starts to catch support. It's going to be limiting what kind of options I do for the rest of the year. So yeah, I might just be looking to buy shares. That might be my play for the rest of the year until we catch support and find a channel or find a range that we have support in. Because right now, and I believe I saw the same thing on GME, that they were getting pushed down as well. The same thing. They're just getting. If we look, now I have not, I don't follow GME like I do AMC, but even just real fast looking at it, how far back does that go? Goes to the beginning of November, so almost the entirety of November into December, they were above this range of what's this, about a 197.25, and that was just a quick throw it on the screen right there. So on GME, I would draw out a second level, and that's pretty well defined right there. So yeah, this 165, 166 range, for a while there, it was in this nice little channel. Traded through there, pushed through, ran above for a month, had a nice run up there, came back down, kind of in a channel right there, had another run up, and now it's getting pushed down. So on GME, I would be looking towards that 165 range roughly. Yeah, paper hands bailing. Not only paper hands bailing, but also, some of those could be day traders, some could be swing traders. They time the run-ups, they get out. There might be day traders who are playing the put side of the house. There's money to be made on both sides. It doesn't matter whether the stock's running up or running down. There are people who make money either way it goes. I don't like buying single puts on AMC because I want the stock to go up. That's why I play the spreads, because the spreads are still a bullish sentiment. Sediment's at the bottom of the ocean. Sentiment is how you feel about it. And we did break through 31. So for those of you who were wondering right now, I did, because I do not see, if support comes in for AMC, I see it just pushing us back into the channel between 4250 and 44, or 3250 and 34. Oh, yeah, Tillery, get notifications on other stocks being down. Yeah, so those bull puts that were expiring this Friday, I went ahead and did lock in losses on those just to save myself a few bucks on those. With this downward pressure, it is not looking like they would have recovered. And had they recovered, uh, the swing in the price would have been made up through shares themselves. So I freed up some capital so I can wait to see how far down they push us. Basically, I freed up everything that I had locked up in that option position, and now I'm standing by to buy shares, because when we do hit bottom and start to run up, the shares will make more money back than I lost on the options. And that goes to, when you're taking losses, know how to manage them, and always, have a contingency plan. They blew right through my option channel on those. They blew right through that 34.35. It continued to push. So lock in, try to mitigate the losses, and what I had in collateral, now I can turn around if we continue to push down. And exactly, Toad. See, when you're doing, anytime you're selling, Toad, you have to put up collateral. Oh, so sometimes you can use, especially like on when you're doing a spread and you have to put up a little bit of cash for collateral for your position. That basically turns into a little piggy bank. That if your options go really good and you can lock in your profits and free that capital up, or if your options go bad and you clear up that position and free that capital up, either way you free that capital up. In a situation like this, if we drop down into the 28 range and I decide, hey, there is my perfect window, or wait until I see actual support step in, the money that I freed up from those option positions, if I buy shares with those and it runs up, well, that's, let me run through the math real quick. I would need to see, anytime we catch, depending on where I get in, about a $2.75 up to a $3.50 increase in share price will erase all losses I had on those. Well, you got to figure, so if I buy in at 30, if we run back up to 33.50, I've wiped out all my losses. All those losses got erased, and everything beyond that turns into profit. Hey, DD214, thanks for stopping by, man. How's it going? And see, the funny thing is, I did, going into today, I was hopeful that we would have caught some support and it would have turned around. And I could have maybe ran those bull puts certainly into Thursday, and see, reevaluate Thursday and see if to run them into Friday. But with how hard the push was down and not seeing, still getting your laptop working, or still getting my laptop worked. So yeah, let's pop over to my favorite, one of my favorites. So much Pince Rojo. My Spanish is not that good. Now see, and of course the when the market doesn't love you, we might be catching a little bit of support here. I don't feel it's going to be enough support to justify. Laptop is working. Oh, your work laptop. Oh, okay. Oh, so has everyone smashed that like button? I'm assuming everyone in here is a subscriber already. I've certainly seen everyone in here quite a bit. And I'm still working on ways to grow the channel. Want to talk with Claybro about a few things to market both of our channels. So I certainly, anytime I do anything for my channel, with his channel kind of being a parent channel to this, I want to kind of, give a shout out to him every chance I can get. Let's see. I'm scrolling up through the chat a bit here. Now, is Pugnacious still in chat? I know he was talking about recreating the way he trades, and the thing about a portfolio, especially when you get it set up and you get all the you get the diversity in it. You kind of hit every sector, and you're not concentrating on one part of the market. Your portfolio really can be its own living thing, and you constantly have to go in and check a stock, reevaluate, and Simon's still here. Yep. Man, I swear I'm gonna need to have a little like a babble fish on my phone. That way, when things are typed in. Propensy potty. Either that, or I need to get Rosetta Stone and start learning other languages. I want to jump over. I heard Clay mention bat earlier. Oh, that is gorgeous. That is real nice. Bat is actually in my crypto wallet. Oh, it's just other ways of saying hello in Spanish. Why do I feel like Admiral Akbar and it's a trap? Oh yeah, Pug, are you referring to talking about the portfolio? I actually had the idea. I want to check the legality of doing it, but I debated going through and taking my regular portfolio and maybe putting $1 into each of the positions on here, just to build it out, and maybe down the road, Rosetta Stone. What about Rosetta Stone? Oh, there we go. Yeah, it looks like BAT came down a bit. I first got into BAT, I think it was 94, 95 cent range, and now we're up in the 150s. Oh yeah, Pugnacious, I was saying to either looking for a Babelfish program or to look to get something like Rosetta Stone to start learning other languages. What is up with Sheeb? Yeah, it looks like Sheeb had a nice little run up there. Nice run up to 54. Hey, Riptide, how's it going, brother? We're just all in here looking at how horrible everything's going in the market today. Yeah, that 3070. Wow. Maybe we're finally going to catch a little bit of support here. We got so AMC. Yeah, it looks like a little bit of support's coming in for it. Small candles though, super low volume. We're up to almost up to 25.5 million. And it's going to be one of these low volume days. When we get a low volume day, and if it hits a price where everybody's going to want to jump in on it at once, huge ticks of buying pressure popping in, that could really be a catalyst for driving the price back up. On a low volume day, if everyone at once decides they wanted to get into it, could certainly see some huge gains. So how is everyone else's day going? I know it's certainly not a good day. Good day for the meme stocks. And are there any other positions that people wanted? Wow, that's painful. I'm looking at my P&L for the day, and it's just horrible. Yeah, actually, so yeah, I ran over, got my glasses yesterday. Uh, yesterday was just, yeah, yesterday I got glasses. Yesterday was just such a down day in the market. Everything just dropping. About to go get rid of varmints. Still on sick leave from COVID, which I contracted at the end of October. Oh, Toad, I hope you feel better. Hope you get better. What kind of varmints are you dealing with there, Pugnacious? Are you talking squirrels, talking rabbits, talking nutria? Oh, so that depends on what part of the country you live in. I know when I lived down on the Gulf Coast, the areas around New Orleans had such a bad problem with nutria that they were just like overrunning all the creeks and canals, rabbits and birds. Yeah. For those who didn't know, nutria is actually the giant swamp rats that you get down south. As if possums and armadillos aren't enough, the south has giant swamp rats. I think the biggest fear down there, one of those giant swamp rats adopts a bunch of turtles and teaches them martial arts. In Arizona. Arizona's some beautiful country. When I was a kid, I got to drive through there quite a bit. my dad was in the Marine Corps and he was stationed over in 29 Palms, so we drove through Arizona on our way out to New Orleans. They're stealing the winter grass seed you just planted. How big is a giant swamp rat? They probably get up to maybe 12 pounds. Yeah, I got that thing here. Swamp rat. Weight. Well, you got the Australian swamp rat. I think those are the wrong ones. Oh, Nutra. There we go. Nutria rat size. Yeah, they can get up to 34 to 42 inches and can weigh between 10 to 20 pounds. So, pretty big swamp rats. Combine the weight of your twins when they were born. Yeah. Yeah, so it looks like AMC, got a little bit of a bounce, a little bit of support, and going back down again. So I'm still wondering if we might see a push into the 28. We don't want to see it break 30, but I think under 30, I think the next level to look at would be 28. And that would actually be a place where I might look towards buying in on shares. Just depends, depends. You just got to sit back and wait for some support to step in. What else do we have going on in the market? I was kind of scrolling through here to see if there are any interesting ones to bring up. Yeah, I hope it doesn't break 30 either. I would love to see it turn around from where it's at right now. But then again, I'm looking at the market right now, and across the board, it still looks split. Those that are down have almost the exact exact shape, you could say, in how they look on the dailies. And even some of the ones that are up are following the same pattern. Like playing with pink sheets. Like pink sheets on cars? God. What do we got? BMY. Oh, penny stocks, yeah. I don't get into too many penny stocks. I take it, Toad, that's a South American type swamp rat type, giant rodent. Yes, wrestler, we see it. Penny stocks, yeah. Let's see, how far out are we on this? Just checking this one. This is actually the most recent, the last stock I added, and it was on this nice little flat run. Oh my God, 214! Don't let people hear you say that. AMC did break 30. Look, did it run through tag and then come back up again? Yeah, I was hoping when this when Bristol Meyer flattened out there a bit, I was hoping it was going to be the start of an upward trend. Back to AMC. Yeah, there's that breakthrough. Let's go to the 1 minute. Yeah, just at this point, if you have capital on standby, and certainly for the people whose only plays are AMC, this is a time period to sit back and wait and watch for when support steps in. We'll run through the majors real quick. Might see 27. Yeah, 214. That's I was thinking that 28 range. I want to see how well that'll hold up. Any new viewers? I shared live stream on Twitter. Looks like 7 current viewers. I'm still not selling. Oh yeah, I'm looking for positions to jump in and buy more shares. 214. It's just got to see some support step in. And also, if anyone knows people that may not necessarily be interested in the market or maybe just starting out, anything, I'm certainly trying to grow the channel. If you know people that are looking for, people might be willing just to support the channel and just hit that red subscribe button. I do know a few people who subscribe just to support, and they have absolutely no interest in the stock market. PLTR, much of the same. Yeah, they've got that same downward push going. BMIX. Ooh, Brazil Minerals. Whoa, what is this? Oh. Do I have the right... is this the right ticker, Pugnacious? I do like companies in the materials sector, manufacturing, energy, water. I do tend to like those. Certainly, when the market does go down, there are times that your utility sector, your utility stocks, they might actually hold up better against it. Especially like GWSR out of it's a water company. I think they're down in Arizona, in fact. Brazil Minerals. Yeah, let me check here. Oh, it looks like AMC did catch a little bit of support back up into the 3060 range. Well, yeah, I've got it up on the side. I'm used to doing most things off of my phone, and I keep forgetting that I've got all the stocks up there in the corner. But yeah, I want to have a look at this. BMIX. Hex. Yeah, that's not there. Yeah, there's really, on this one, there's not too much to, that was on the 1 minute. Well, they had a huge, oh my God, that was really nice right there. Ran up to 1.5 cents. Yeah, it looks like they weren't doing much of anything. Something huge happened, and they went back down to not doing much of anything. Yeah, lithium still isn't doing too bad right now. I'm in two lithium positions myself. Hey, Doge Gaming, thanks for dropping by. For myself, Pugnacious, I'm in SLI and LAC. Those are both the lithium plays that I'm in. Just waiting for the next Clay Bro live stream. Yeah, Doge Gaming, that's kind of what this is. On normal days when there's actually stuff going on and there are plays in the option market, we kind of go over some of that information. Other than that, just kind of going through, checking out different stocks, and we're all in here waiting for Clayro's next stream to kick off. And it looks like we got what's that? 43 minutes left. Usually I run on days where I'm off. I'll run these up until 2, and then Clay usually opens everything up around 2:15, 2:20 for his 2:30 stream. But yeah, certainly, Doge, if you've got any questions, anything you want to look at, any questions as far as options go, feel free to field them. This is kind of a casual hangout, but anytime I can give information out to people looking for it. In fact, I don't think I even shared this on Twitter. I think I was about to, and everyone popped in. I'm like, okay, well, let's stop it or start it going. Yeah, but let's see. Yeah, but Pugnacious, I'm not sure if this one. I see it here on Webull. I don't know if that one is actually tradable here in the States. Sometimes they will list them. You can go and check them out, but when you actually try to enter in a position, it basically says not tradable on this site. So I'm kind of looking here real quick. Yeah, see, with this stock here, Pugnacious, I can look it up, but it does have, this stock is not supported for trading. So we can't actually trade this one here on a Webull. Wrestler with the eggplant. It wouldn't be a stream on anyone's channel without Wrestler throwing up the eggplant. That's why, if he doesn't drop an eggplant on Matt Core's channel, well, Matt Kors doesn't have a real channel. He doesn't have the eggplant. So speaking of, you brought up lithium. Let's go ahead and have a look here. SLI. SLI We're going on a little bit of a run up. So yeah, SLI is pretty decent. LAC, another lithium. Yeah, this is. I actually check out your live streams now and Clay Rose live streams just in case Sheeb goes up to $1 so I can deposit. Yeah, and as you can see all the way off to the left here, Sheeb is one of the regular tracked on here. I've got Prague up here because I was doing quite a bit of options trading with Prague, AMC of course, the SPY just for an overall view of the market. Most everything else on here is all cryptos. These are cryptos that are in my wallet, so I just kind of keep them up to keep an eye on throughout the trading day. So yeah, looks like a little bit of a pullback in LAC. Yeah, but for LAC, I have had almost gains the entire time on it. It's honestly one of the better positions I've gotten into. Actually thinking of buying some Gala too. Yeah, I've been hearing more about Gala lately. I haven't really looked into it. I don't even know. I don't know where it's available yet. I know it's not available in my wallet that I currently have. Oh, what the? No, not that. And that is certainly not what I clicked on. Gala. Outdoor Smile, thanks for stopping by. What's the best long short coin minimum of 8 zeros? I am not too far into the crypto market, so other than the main ones that I see on the sites I use, I don't know many of the cryptos. I would certainly love to find an 8-0 crypto coin. Because to get in on some of those, that would those are ones that you see overnight, and you buy it at 8 zeros and don't pay attention to it, and then you log back in and see it has 5 zeros, and you're like, oh my god, I'm rich. I'd certainly love to find me some of those. Let me get in here real quick. Yeah, Simon, I haven't heard of the JWC yet, the Jesus Weird coin. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that ticker. So I was kind of looking through to see what actually is available here. I was in Cardano for a while, but it wasn't doing anything, and I moved that money into positions that actually started making money. Yeah, I'm looking through. I'm not seeing any of that here. Safe Moon. Unfortunately, I don't have a wallet that's not a ticker. Oh, come on. Yeah, I almost wonder about going out and getting other wallets just to be able to take advantage of some of the other coins out there. Still in the 30 minutes. Let's drop this down. Because everyone loves seeing love seeing this price action on AMC, right? Let's see, new price movements. Hey, for those who didn't know, AMC is down today. I just got a notification on it. PLTR is down 5% also. Yeah, I've heard of SafeMoon also. It's just I don't think I have any wallets that can that support SafeMoon right now. I just got to look and see different wallets. Oh my God! Just look at when this finally rips. It is going to be so glorious. I just cannot wait for that day to where all this manufactured downward pressure, when it bites the hedge funds in their fourth point of contact, it's going to be so wonderful. So much satisfaction seeing all their capital coming to us. Yeah, Riptide, are you in on Prague? Are you in calls or do you hold shares? Mara, is your only green period or only green crypto wrestler? I'm actually studying right now for math test on Monday, and for sure don't want to fail it. Yeah, definitely small position in shares, Riptide. Oh well, at least it's shares because shares don't expire. Definitely don't want to fail that math test, but God, there was a movie. I think it was Easy A or something where they were going to be stealing. They were going to be taking the SATs and they wanted to steal all the answers for it, and everybody they didn't get the test that they wanted. So they went through and each person picked a sector and they went through and figured all the answers together. And the one math kid, he's like, oh, all these problems are easy. The answers are right there. Just granted, I wasn't the best in the world at math. All right, Pugnacious, we'll catch you later. We'll see you in Claybro stream, which is kicking off in should be live in right about an hour or so. Yeah, Riptide. So I had carryover from last week. I had two different prog call positions. One that was ending this Friday, and another that's ending 2 weeks from now. And I actually ended up timing this run up to close out those option positions, to close out the ones ending this week. I knew they were going to be a loss, but I was able to. I knew the market was going to be down. I knew the data I wanted to get out because of theta decay, and I set my price to sell, and we had that run up. They sold and then started to run away again. But if I get back into Prague, I'm looking to I might just pick up 100, 200 shares, something like that, just to sit on and wait for it to run back up. Maybe pull some covered calls against the position. In fact, we can actually look at those. Option single calls Prague. So if I were to pick up some shares, so $4 covered calls, yeah, $17. It would take a while to make any kind of money back on that. But if you start playing the wheel, so because I did lose money on those Prague call positions, but if I picked up 200 shares and then immediately turned around and posted sold 2 covered calls, well, that's $54 back right there. And just keep playing the monthlies on those. If those get sold, then I turn around and sell a cash secured put, or just take the money and reinvest it in something else. So the downward push. I'm looking for ways to make money back on it. Any kind of anytime you're betting for up and it goes down, there's always a way to make some of that money back and take advantage of the fact that the price is down. Wrestler, my Moda is my only green. Safe Moon, Meta Safe Moon has 11 zeros. Wow. Be interested to see where to pick some of that up. 11 zeros, I could see dropping 100 on that and just ignoring it for a while. Oh, it looks like we are catching a little bit of a bounce on AMC. Might be running back up to 31. Let's go ahead. We're on the 5 minute. Let's go and bring up the one. I'm just gonna kind of default back to the 1 minute on AMC. And where? Yeah. Little bit of support came in on it. Looking, and see, days like this are definitely good to have. Days like yesterday, it doesn't matter what your portfolio looks like when everything is red. I think I closed out the day with only 4 positions in the green. And looking at today, probably about half to 2/3 of everything I hold is green right now. So today's definitely a good recovery day if you're kind of if you spread it out among all the sectors. And all 4, even though they're on downward trends right now, all 4 of my ETFs are in the green right now. So I'll take that on a fairly horrific week in the market. Do I have any dogs? Yes, I have. I have 2 dogs. Both of them are actually. One of them had belonged to my brother and his wife, and they ended up not being able to keep her any longer. So we adopted her, and then my dog Barden, he was actually a rescue from Contented Critters. What platform? Yeah, that's a good question, Toad. What platform do you use to buy Meta Safe Moon? Can't use Kraken or Coinbase. I actually got to look at some of the wallets I tried to get in before. So here's an interesting thing. The credit union that I use, they do not recognize, or they are not recognized by Plaid. So when I went to, because I have a BlockFi account, BlockFi Bitcoin Visa card, and they were through Plaid, so I couldn't find a way to link my bank account. So I actually had to go through and open up a Capital One 360 online checking account. So some of the crypto wallets that I was looking to get into that I couldn't use before, now that I have that checking account, I might actually look at getting other wallets, and by getting other wallets, be able to get in on some of these cryptos that I keep hearing about. There's nothing to say you can't have multiple wallets. It's just, when tax season comes around, you just got to do a 1099 on each one of them. So, and Another interesting one. So we're talking about doing taxes at the end of the next year on all your different brokerages. When you are getting into stocks, and I purposely tried to avoid this, and I found a really good stock, and I wasn't thinking, the price looked good, all the fundamentals looked good on it, and it was, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks later, I look and I had already received a dividend on them. I've already got a nice position, and then I'm reading through, evaluating, seeing how the company's doing, and then I realize it is uh, limited partnership, a master limited partnership, which means I was trying to avoid having to fill out any kind of Schedule K1 form next tax season because when you have a stock position in a company that is a partnership, you have to fill out an individual tax form for each company. So by having that stock now next year, in addition to doing all my regular, from all my brokerages and all my assets, having to fill out individual 1099s for all those, now I have one specific stock that I have to fill out its own sheet for. So it's like my taxes are going to be a nightmare to do this year. So when you're building your portfolio, if you're looking to avoid, more work come tax season, but pay attention to if anything's a master limited partnership. Pay attention. Some ETFs and ETNs will have listed that they do have Schedule K1. If you see Schedule K1, that means that you're going to have a little bit more work come tax season. And this year I will attempt to do my taxes myself. Oh, looks like AMC's turning downward again. So I will be attempting to do my own taxes this year, but if I have to go out and pay someone to prepare them and everything because of all the stuff coming up on them, I'll do it to save myself a headache. Who all do we still have in chat here? Looking up the recent chat names. We got Doge Gaming, we got Toad, Outdoor Smile, Simon, Wrestler, Pugnacious was jumping off, Riptide. Yes, I knew USO was Schedule K1. I did not know that about UCO. So only the hardcore, yeah, Toad. So Simon, with was it a lot of trouble? So you had to fill out a Schedule K1 for each one of those companies. DD4 214 still in here. So you had to fill out a Schedule K1 form for each one of those companies? Because I know I did USOI, which was the Credit Suisse ETN of USO, and that was actually not Schedule K1. The tax lady was confused on doing my taxes. Yeah, I don't. I know there are a couple places around here that prepare them. I might try. I usually do my own taxes using TurboTax, but if there's a TurboTax booth, I might go and every once in a while they'll open up in an area, like have a booth type deal where you can go by and get it done. Otherwise, I think there's a place around here that for H&R Block, I might use one of them. And of course, December, last month of the year, so I know all of us are looking forward to tax season. When AMC rips up to $1,500 a share, I know all of us are looking forward to doing our taxes next year and paying capital gains on the millions of dollars we're going to make. Tax person did my taxes. She had a lot of issues, was making a bunch of calls because she'd never done that K form before. Yeah, And that was part of the reason why when I was building my portfolio, I was purposely trying to avoid anything that had Schedule K1 on it, because I did did a little bit of research before on common stock market tax problems, and that was one of the things that was listed was on master limited partnerships. On anything that has Schedule K1, that does increase, maybe not increase the difficulty, but it certainly means more work for doing your taxes. Really? Now, the person that did your taxes, were they from a larger corporate, Pine US? Oh, I thought that was Simon. The lady that did that, was she from something like an H&R Block or TurboTax, or was it a smaller, like a local CPA office? Because sometimes those smaller offices, they get people just doing their regular taxes. Regular taxes where they may deal with 401ks and stuff like that, but not really any serious investing. Okay, so she was her own boss. So working at kind of a smaller tax office, that's not totally. If you go through and look at all the securities listed, and if I don't know if you can actually sort for it, but if you look and compare everything Schedule K1 against everything non-schedule, the Schedule K1 would definitely be a smaller. Would be a smaller number of securities as compared to the rest of the market. So maybe it's just she never had people who actually invested in any of that. Well, obviously that she'd never seen one before, but maybe she got some good practice for next year, unless you don't hold those positions anymore. Yeah, just looking at this, I just cannot wait to do capital gains on when AMC goes to the moon. I'm so excited for doing my taxes that year. But I've already been doing like a whole bunch of planning as far as post MOAS, what to, of course. Oh, she always deals with people investing in stocks, but never had to do a K form before. It kind of scared me to buy into UCO or those types of companies. It was my first year investing, and had to go through this. Yeah. The tax rate in the U.S. Let me have a look here. I want to make sure I get good information. Capital gains tax. So capital gains is 0, 15, or 20% of the overall profit. And I think the 15 versus 20 is just long term versus short term. Yeah, 'cause I don't know how. Oh, 40% is short term? Okay. But that's just on the profits on recognized gains. Granted, I think in DC they've been trying to say, oh, we want to, for the rich people, we want to start doing taxing unrealized gains also, but we're only going to do it for the rich people. And if you believe that, they'll tell you another one. I've never known them to ever give up a tax once a tax is put in place. Yeah, I don't know. I typed in capital gains tax, and that's what it brought me to. First thing up on the page was Investopedia. Still nice and low down here. Doge Gaming says 3, 2, 1. We had a countdown. Hey, thanks for subscribing, man. That's awesome. Yeah, it's a Doge Gaming. This is just kind of a nice chill environment where you can field questions and. Do you have to make a certain amount of money before paying tax? This is actually my first year of investing, so a lot of the tax questions I'm going to be finding out when I start getting my 1099s and start preparing it all. Yeah, Doge Gaming, I love the chill environment too. I'm actually on vacation right now. Tomorrow I go back to work for Thursday and Friday, then I'm on vacation again until Friday of next week. But most times when I'm at work, I'll have a Bluetooth speaker in my pocket and just kind of listen to Claro stream. And I just wanted to have a nice chill environment to where if people wanted to ask questions or wanted to learn, that a place where you can come pop in, hang out, and Metashib on Uniswap with 8 zeros. So Outdoor, is Uniswap its own wallet? Because I know on my BlockFi wallet, I've actually got some Uniswap coin on there. So is that a separate wallet there? I'm actually looking at it right now. Uni and PancakeSwap are garbage coin exchanges. But do they have actual wallets involved there, or is it just like a website you go to with kind of a fancy IOU on it? high gas and mining fees. Oh, no uniswap in UK. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of sounds like a lot of work to get in on it. So yeah, I don't think any of these channels and these wedges. Let's go ahead and clear these off of here because you connect Coinbase wallet with Uniswap. Okay. So I want to go ahead. Uh, 214. I'm actually hoping that after the rip, because I've already got plans to pay off basically everything. You know, pay off vehicles, pretty much pay everything off, wipe the slate clean, and hoping to. I kind of like this. Kind of like this live streaming, and debating on opening up. You know, being my own boss and doing this full time certainly would be the dream. There we go. Boom. Haha, there we go. I want to draw a line on there. I just started playing with the lines last week, so I think it's kind of cool. But yeah, I would kind of like to be my own boss and do YouTube. You know, keep doing YouTube streams and to start doing more active trading. Well, to ramp up the active trading. Yeah, it would be cool to stay in the job long enough just to build up a little bit more capital. I certainly would be shifting most of my paycheck into my 401k. You know, just to have more money working for me until I actually until I want to retire. But it certainly would move my retirement date closer. I'm just trying to play with the lines here. That's a funny line. All right, let's get rid of that. That was a goofy line right there. I'm just playing around right now. Maybe an easy part-time job for medical coverage. Yeah, yeah. If I could find a part-time job that would still that would have a 401k on it, because being able to have somewhere to move your 401k to, that's money that you put aside and you don't want to pay taxes on it till you're ready to actually use it. So to have to empty your 401k and move everything, it kind of sets you up to to pay your taxes twice on it. Well, nobody wants to do that. Or at least get my 401k up to enough to where over the years compound interest will, compound interest will take over and really wouldn't have to add more. Just kind of sit back, let it grow. Don't touch the money for anything, and just use the rest of the rest of the money for trading and generating income that way. Yeah, Prague is just getting beat down. Oh my goodness. Looking for a job at a gym. So Simon will be at the gym working out, and girls will walk by and be like, "Yeah, I held AMC." Because you're at the gym quite a bit, Simon, aren't you? I just hope when it's all said and done that you know that enough is made off the short squeeze. I'd really like to get some property for me and my fiance, just some out in the country, out away from everything else, and just a nice place, a lake or a river, up in the mountains, not high mountains, but so some nice country to go hiking in. That's what I'm in all this for, is just so her and I can just sit back and just enjoy everything. No stress, no nothing, just Yes, I enjoy joining the gym. I also like the gym because I can work there, yeah, or work out there, yeah. Yeah, that having working someplace that you would also, you know, I'm assuming you could work out when you work there. You can work out whenever you're not working. So yeah, if that's what you're into, that certainly would be a good job. Oh yeah, thank you much for stopping by, Toad. Now you are. Jim, see you later. Main focus will be on the yoga room. Yeah, we will catch you later, Toad. Thank you for stopping by the stream. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope everyone in the stream enjoys it. Certainly want to give that good vibe for everyone, and make everyone have everyone be welcome in here. Oh my goodness, there was a deleted message in chat. Okay, we're still on the 30-minute chart here. So looking at it, it is looking like 31 is acting like resistance in the short term. Yeah, 214. That's a good idea. Also, just buy his own gym. Oh, deleted it. Like, yeah, I thought that I'd read over everything, but I was just kind of. I'll look up and down the chat real quick, see if I see anything in there, and I saw it was deleted. I'm like, what? So I got this 2891 because that was actually the gym. I drew the 2891 just off of that. If we go back to the run up, it'd be faster doing it like this. So I basically took that support line off the lowest point we tagged after the 72 run up. That's the only reason that line is on there. Looks like we have a lot of smoke and mirrors. Oh, y'all are still talking about the gym. Yeah, so... Yeah, but 31 is looking like resistance right now. Yeah. So did anyone else have some final questions, or are we just gonna kind of chill till Claybro launches? You're going with AMC at 22. I know we broke 30, but looking at it, I still think 30 might hold up. Aside from that little push below 30, we've gotten close to it, and that is a key psychological level. We're coming down to test it again. Yeah, after 30, 22 is kind of far off. I'm personally looking more towards 28 and hoping we'll catch support there. The problem is, estimations of 22 can be made, but you've got to go through 25, which I view all those $5 marks as being those are levels where it likes to kind of hang out or get stuck at. Hey Leah, thank you for stopping by to hit that like button. Chill vibes. Yep, chill vibes in here. That is, if it ever reaches that low, people always say one thing or the other, and it just doesn't pan out. Yeah, but Leah, appreciate you stopping in just real fast. Hitting that like button, it certainly helps the YouTube algorithm, helps get the channel out to more people. Like, subscribe, feel free to share the channel on social media. If everyone in chat, gets out and, if you know people who might be interested, whether it be for the options, for the regular stock market, or just to support a channel trying to make it, get the word out to people. And grow this channel, and let's see if by Christmas we can hit 100,000 before Claybro does. I know Claybro has just the smallest eggplant size head start on me, going to 100,000 subscribers, but I think we can catch him by Christmas if we really get the word out on it. If you wait and it rips, that point you won't care if you bought at 22 or 50. Yeah, 214. That is absolutely true. Not a problem. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you very much, Leah. It's good to hear. It's certainly nice to have people come in and appreciate the channel, and the channel is, of course, as good as all the people who come and hang out here. So, in addition to what I do, it's also all of you that make the channel what it is. So do we flatten out at 30 or do we punch through? That is the big question right now. Now I'm not sure if Clay can see highlighted messages. Where you put the @ and the name. I don't know if he actually can't see those or not, but I know on my page, because I've actually got the YouTube chat underneath everything. I've got Streamlabs, right next to it. When I'm looking at the camera, I'm basically looking right in between YouTube and Streamlabs, and I see the highlighted names when they're put in. So I just wonder if it might be the chat that he's using. And we did push through 30. I wonder on AMC what this is going to do for, not this week, let's look at next week's options real fast. So of course the open interest on calls, well thankfully the low end isn't showing much, but we go up. 36 is actually stronger than 35. Really hasn't filled out much yet. I think people are just waiting to see what the market's going to do. So 43 is strong, 36 is strong. Everything else is just kind of average. 47. So some interesting prices in there for right now. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this stream up, and I will see everyone over on Claybros, which should be going live in. I'm assuming he's going to launch at 2:30 Central. So I want to thank everyone for coming by the stream today. Leah, DD214, Doge Gaming, Outdoor Smile, Simon. Scrolling up, seeing who all's in here. I said 214 already. Toad already left. Yeah, so I'll see everyone over on Claybro stream. Oh, Riptide. Yep, thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate everyone coming in here. I appreciate all the support, and you are most welcome. And see you, Sub-Zero. With the blue wrench, of course, Sub-Zero's color was blue, so technically I'm the blue ninja of Claybro's chat. That kind of does make me Sub-Zero. Yeah, I've got high hopes for the channel too, Doge Gaming. It's just, it's a growth process, and, I'm willing to put the time in. I'm willing to, come in here with the community, and hopefully we can get this channel to grow together. So, 1111 Mr. Simon, I will see you in chat. Thank you again to everyone coming by, and let's see if we get a good close today. Blue Ninja was actually my soccer team name. Okay. Aura. Is that goodbye in Spanish that I see down there? I never took Spanish, so I'm just guessing. All right, everyone. I'll see you over on Clay Bros.